Let me know. I'm going to go through the comment section straight away. I already see people commenting already. I'm getting a little bit of bad comments on my other video. We're starting to see some haters jumping on the scene. Right, I think I should be live right now. What is going on, guys? Very much expected. I am a little bit bearish in the immediate short term, okay? This was mentioned on my other video. I forgot to cut some things out on my last video. But yeah, let me know, guys. I think I am live. Yes, I can see confirmed live. Let's all try and smash up that like button all together. Guys, all right, first, before we start the stream, smash up that like button and let's see the situation for Bitcoin, okay? A lot of bad comments on my other video. Wow, we're starting to see some haters there starting to jump in. Guys, I'm bearish in the immediate short term, okay? We talked about on my last video, and I'll go through the comment section right away, okay, guys, about, you know, the buying pressure in the immediate short term is, you know, not working out, guys. It is looking pretty bearish. We can see this kind of price action on the 1 hourly, okay, where we do have this bear flag that played out here beautifully. This was mentioned on one of my latest videos, okay, here, where we can see this kind of price action on Bitcoin. We broke down massive resistance here. We also didn't manage to cope here to continue to the upside. Now, what we are forming right over here is a kind of head and shoulder, right, pattern. This was mentioned on the video this morning. So in the immediate short term, I've got a lot of people saying that Andy is bullish right now and we are going down. In the immediate short term, I am bearish, okay? You can check out the video from today. Head and shoulder, very much expected to potentially come down to retest the low 47k levels. Now, if we do break this level, all right, and we can probably get a bounce from this range, but if we start breaking below $47,000, if we start closing several 1 hour candles or even a 4 hourly candle here below this range, it is not going to be looking good, guys. We could potentially go down all the way to the $42,000 range. And this could, you know, it could happen today. It could happen in a few days. Overall, I think that we're not going to trade long around those ranges, especially not going to close the week, okay? Because I do believe so that this kind of momentum will happen on Bitcoin in the next coming weeks, where we are going to see the price dropping down, okay? And you need to be ready, guys. We might see 42k BTC in the next coming days. But it is Monday. Remember, it is Monday. Monday's usually been a little bit of a dumpy day for BTC, and you could see it also back here in June and July. All these wicks, okay, has been usually the first few days from the week where we go down, and then why is there a wick there? Because you close Sunday well above, and this is why you create these kind of wicks. So I think very similar price action will happen to BTC. And why do I think so? Because after a severe drop, okay, after a severe drop like this, that is what you usually have. You usually have a consolidation, and you usually see price action to the downside. People get fearful. People sell their bags at these levels. When the price is going lower and lower, they sell. You're going to go lower and they sell because they are scared, guys. And this is the moment you want to start accumulating, all right? This is usually the best time you want to accumulate. I'm not going to tell you it is the best time. It usually is. And we could expect some kind of price action like this, where we do see, you know, this is usually Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, dumpy days. They are usually very, you know, days that usually they have been dumping. So, and that's the kind of price action you have when you have, you know, a massive fall on the BTC price for the last couple of weeks. And this is what has happened for Bitcoin right over here. You know, for the last year, and we're looking at the year. What has happened last year? We've seen this kind of dump, okay? And just in 2 weeks, okay? Just in 2 weeks, we went from $60,000 all the way down to 30,000. So that was almost about a 50% drop, right? So what has happened here for the last few weeks also is that we've had almost a 40% drop. Now, usually when you see these kind of drops, this has 2 weeks, that's 3 weeks over here. what you usually see is a type of consolidation, and you can go slightly to the downside also. But, you know, overall, a very similar price action I think is going to happen for Bitcoin in the coming weeks. And today's Monday. We might see Monday and Tuesday being a little bit of dumpy action all the way down to $42,000, and very, very possible that we are just going to print another wick over here. We've still got 7 days left till we finish the week. So I'm expecting, and the reason why I'm expecting, guys, I'm going to say it once again because people might think that I'm inventing this. It's when you have a fall like this, 40%, 50%, it's what usually happens. You consolidate and you might go slightly to the downside. So this is why I believe that I need to say it a couple of times, guys, because then people understand that I'm expecting these kind of wicks to happen in the next coming weeks. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow we could come down as low as $42,000, and one of the reasons why is because of this potential kind of head and shoulder. Usually head and shoulders, you want to see it at the top of a trend, okay? Because that indicates the bulls are getting exhausted, right? When you start creating a lower high right over there, and then you have a trend reversal. It's a trend reversal pattern, and you know we are in a downtrend, but it could also be a continuation pattern. It doesn't matter. Usually it is better to see it on the top of a trend, right? And you see inverse head and shoulders at the bottom of a trend. But anyway, it's a head and shoulder in a continuation trend, which is to the downside. So you can clearly see here how the price action here in the last couple of days is just losing steam, already printing a lower high, as you can see, which is bearish. Now we could hit that 47k level and get a massive bounce. We've seen this before. A confirmation is, you know, we don't see a head and shoulder confirmation until you break the neckline. And the reason why this is the start of the head and shoulder, because we did wick down below here, is because of the consolidation on the 1 hourly. There's huge consolidation there. There's consolidation there, well, just a couple of hours there, but a huge consolidation right over here. Back up again, it's the fourth retest right now. And usually when you do have this price action, it is very likely that you are going to go to much lower levels. So anyway, I wanted to point that clear, okay? Because a lot of hate on my last video. It's absolutely insane. I am bearish in the immediate short term. Mid long term, I'm going to become very bullish. I think next couple of weeks are going to be very bullish. We might end December a little bit in the red, but after all, January, first quarter, I see it bullish. I see it bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. So anyway, that is my opinion, guys. You can bash me now, whatever you want. Need to give you my opinion. Sarab says, "Dot, please, sir." I will take a look at Polkadot straight away. I think Polkadot, guys, remember, we need to pay close attention to the S&P 500. All right, this is the S&P 500. I thought that we were going to actually break all-time highs. I think maybe it will happen this week. We are seeing a little bit of price exhaustion right now with this high. Started off with a little bit of dumpy action, the S&P 500. But overall, we just about 100 points away. Not even that, guys. We're just about 50 points away from breaking all-time high on the S&P 500. We were just about 10 points here looking at the 4-hourly chart. Now let's take a look at DOT. DOT might have got, is crushed. We are at major low levels. Taking a look at Polkadot, since we broke this trend line, it has been looking pretty bearish. Okay, we got the higher lows here on Polkadot. On this, you can see the trend line here with these higher lows. Ever since we've broken here, I thought we were going to get a massive bounce, but yeah, we did not. Buying pressure has suddenly disappeared. All this bear market kind of sentiment, it is there. It is there. We broke out from this trend line, got massively rejection here, continue to the downside. Now, it's not looking good here for Polkadot, and one of the reasons why is because we're just holding by a thread from this next major support level, which is the $25. $25 has been an excellent support where we have been bouncing every single time, and then once we broke below it, massive resistance there. This is why I got this box. This has to be one of the most important boxes here for Polkadot, most important levels, where we actually finally, you know, broke above this $25 range. Look how many times we bounced. We bounced several times and then continued to the downside, to the upside. Now we are actually consolidating here for a few days. It's been over a week right now where we've been bouncing just above the $25 range. And if this gets broken in the next coming days, I'm sorry to say that it's very, very likely we're going to retest the low $10 levels for Polkadot, and that will be insane. You know, that will be insane. Very cheap Polkadot, very cheap Polkadot. If we take a look at the 4 hourly, it's not looking good. I hope that the $25 range is going to hold. Like I said, we got volume, price action, and volume is to the downside. We've got the volume being super high, as you can see here, to the downside. Now we are seeing the bear flag. Okay, this would be the bear flag right over here, because the bulls are not showing any kind of volume to continue to the upside. They're not showing any buying pressure. So I'm very, very sad to see that Polkadot, you know, might be breaking this range very soon. Not seeing any buying pressure. So something that we need to pay attention, guys. Look how this support is so important. This is why we have been consolidating here for the last few days on Polkadot, because it's been such a strong level, but we're not seeing any signs of the bulls to defend this range. So stay cautious. If we do lose $25 and we start seeing some pretty high volume here on the breakout, guys, this could have a cascade event down to the next major level, which is the $10. This is the summer low, $10 range. So yeah, not good news, not good news, not good news. Just by looking at this chart, okay, on Polkadot. Captain Awesome, thanks very much for the support. Hi, how are you doing, dear Atao? How are you? Thank you for the support. Hi, Andy. CTXC coin, please. Let's take a look at this cryptocurrency, CTXC, straight away. Well, this one has been a kind of a massive pump and dump right over here. Wow, insane pump and dump here. I have no idea what this cryptocurrency is, but this one just went absolutely ballistic and came straight back down. Now, when we see these kind of price actions, guys, when you go parabolic like this is just pure speculation. Remember, when charts go parabolic and days or weeks, it is pure speculation still, okay? So nothing is sustainable when it goes up like that. You want to see a nice steady growth, and the best chart that I could show you right now for a steady growth is this one right over here. And I'll do some analysis now on this one, but it's really pointless when you have bearish sentiment and you see this kind of chart. It is pretty pointless to do TA on altcoins, because we need to focus on Bitcoin, Ethereum. You know, when we have this bearish sentiment, we also need to focus on the traditional stocks such as S&P 500, because altcoins are going to get absolutely demolished. They're going to get crushed. We're going to see 20, 30, 40% altcoins, you know, drop like this if the Bitcoin and traditional market is bearish. Best chart you could see over here, and this is only a 3-year chart. I'm a very big supporter of Chainlink, guys. This is the Chainlink chart. Nothing too parabolic here. Very sustainable growth, as you can see, sideways action, and I think Chainlink does have the chance to come down to $14, $13, because I had this theory in one of my videos where Chainlink had been creating double bottoms ever since, okay, from 2018, triple bottom in this case, because we had the Black Swan event. I'm not going to say the creature's name just in case, and you know, kind of creating double bottoms every single time after several months. Okay, this has been 6 months right over here, so we're just about to create that second bottom, okay, that double bottom. So Chainlink, very much expected it can come down to about $14, $13 range, which would be the summer low, okay, just after around about 6 months. Okay, the low was in July, so it wouldn't be, yeah, if it would be 6 months, it could even be January, because it was 6 months right over here. It was just over 6 months right over there. So this kind of price action is absolutely beautiful, okay, for a long-term hodl, in my opinion. I know the sentiment is bearish. I've been through the bearish sentiment right over here, also right over here, you know, also in May, okay? A lot of you must have been in May if you're newcomers. It is there, guys. Bearish sentiment is not nice, but you just need to hold on. I started buying Chainlink at $1.06, and I've been through all of these bearish sentiments, okay? They turn out to be good. Now, the topic right now is, are we going to enter that multi-year bear market? That is the topic that you know, people do not know really. So, I mean, looking at this chart, be careful, be extremely careful. We might be finding a floor on CTXC against the US dollar. I mean, I like these charts finally after a while, okay? And this one has been from the start of December. We have had that massive pump, massive volume with this pump. But yeah, we're basically well below, I think, the 1.6. We might be entering, you know, a buying zone right now, just looking at the fib levels. We're well below the 78% levels. This is the thing. With these mid-low cap coins, where you just have pure speculation, you can come straight back down to where you pump from, okay? There's no sustainable growth on this cryptocurrency. This is just one entity or two entities with a huge you know, amount of millions of dollars, just, you know, buying and selling and playing with the market. So be careful with these kind of spikes. I have no idea what this crypto does, but if this crypto starts to find a nice floor here, it might be a very good buying opportunity. That's what you want to look for. You want to see low volume here. The trend is still going down. It's going slightly to the sideways. But as soon as you start printing slightly higher lows, at least on the 4 hourly, very low volume, this means that the bears are losing steam here. And then you could potentially find a reversal, okay? Keeping it easy and simple. You don't need any, you know, much indicators to find out if you are bottoming out on an asset, right? I see a lot of people using the different indicators, you know, and it's just price action and volume is the most important. Obviously, fundamentals are good also. Fundamentals are good to check out what's going on. And most importantly, guys, we need to take a look at S&P 500, for example, Dow Jones, you know, these traditional markets. We need to pay attention to them because they're the ones that are going to help lead the market, okay? If you think that traditional stocks are not correlated to Bitcoin, yes, they are, okay? Most of the assets are correlated when there is fear in the world, okay? We've seen it on the scene on the Black Swan event in March of 2020. Everything went down except the dollar. Gold, even oil, you know, Bitcoin, all assets were getting absolutely crushed, okay? So if we do start getting, you know, people a little bit panicked, and then we're going to have that kind of event also where S&P 500, Bitcoin, whatever, you name it, except the dollar, except the actual local currencies, they usually gain strength when there is that kind of market situation. Can you take a look at Luna US dollar? That would be awesome, Andy. Lizardic, thank you very much for the support. I know you are an old subscriber. Let's take a look at Luna, because Luna has been doing pretty good for the last couple of weeks, and now it's getting just a massive drop right now. We did see Luna break the major resistance here from these higher highs, you know, and you know, it just went pretty parabolic. I do not like this kind of price action. I think we were just a little bit cautious here on Luna. I didn't think we were going to hold nicely this major support level, the resistance, and now we're just coming back down. Now you could arguably discuss, and this is what usually happens when you go parabolic, guys, and sometimes on the chart you don't form this. Right over here is a diamond pattern, okay, but it's not the most beautiful. All right, you want to see you want to see the spike in the middle when you have this kind of price action and you go down and you go up like this, okay? This is clear manipulation, you know, of the market, and it's very likely you're going to get a reversal. You want to see a spike in the middle of the diamond pattern, and this is when you're going to get that kind of reversal, and that is happening right now. So yeah, Luna, I think Luna's going to come down. Luna looks pretty bearish, all right? Luna looks pretty bearish. I think we could come as low as $35 again, which is the start of this parabolic run, okay? this small parabolic run. So you do have this run up, then you have this craziness when you have this kind of price action. That is clearly a diamond top pattern. You are seeing the effects right now, and you could come as low as the start of the pump, which is down at $38, $37 range. Sorry to say this, guys, but yeah, it's very, very likely that this could happen on Luna. So I think we're going to see a pretty volatile week to the downside, okay? It very much looks like it. And on Luna, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. We're just losing that major support level, okay, here on Luna. Let's zoom in here because you can see the volatility that we created after these higher lows. Just, well, we had a massive wick here, dropping below, but then we got supported nicely here. A little bit of a consolidation there, and here's now when we just lose it. We're just losing this range. So be careful with a kind of a waterfall drop here on Luna. We're just starting to see it right now. Not looking great. I know it's not the most beautiful diamond pattern, guys, but you need to use a little bit of your imagination here. You know, I get bashed up with these kind of patterns and stuff lately. Oh my God, I'm getting some haters right there, kicking in on the videos. But diamond reversal pattern don't need to be perfect. You're not going to see a nice, beautiful diamond pattern like this, okay, beautifully, you know, with resistance and support levels. It's just a lot of the times it's not going to happen. The only way to detect a diamond reversal pattern is when you have a massive wick to the downside, a massive wick to the upside, and the most importantly is having the volume in the middle bit from the lower part of the diamond to the top is where you need to see most of the volume, and this is how you detect these kind of patterns. So yeah, that's what I got for Luna. I mean, I did not detect this. I think it's been quite a few days that I haven't done analysis on Luna, but it was pretty obvious that, you know, with this kind of price action, it was very likely you're going to break down here. So that is what is happening. Luna can come down as low as $37, $38 area, more or less. So, oh yeah, unless we do get supported from this range over here. And I'm going to go through some other altcoins, okay? Now it's just a minute. We just barely might get supported right here now. Barely. But if we consolidate here at this support, very likely it's going to get broken to the downside. Sorry to give you that bad news. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. In the immediate short term, okay? I am bullish in mid-long term. I am bullish for the next few weeks. And in the next few weeks. Panic all over the place, says Dennis. Yes. eGold Andy says Death Killer. Let's take a look at eGold. I think eGold, you know, eGold lost a major support level also. It's not the time just yet to become bullish. Oof. Let me zoom out here on the daily. 1 second. And yeah, best level here on eGold. We lost the $300 range right there. Strongest level we got now for eGold is that low $200 range. And the reason why is because of these spikes here. $200, $220 area. Got 2 peaks there. This should be holding our support level. It did back here. Once we started breaking this major resistance, we were consolidating. Where were we consolidating? Where we were struggling to break the resistance zone. This was the $200, $220 range, okay? This is where we had that massive volatility. Now, again, this was not a sustainable pump over here when we must have talked about this on eGold. No, you know, a pump like this just in a couple of days is not sustainable. So what has happened now? Massive sell-off on eGold. Now, we can take a look at the VPVR here. I would, you know, VPVR is one of the only indicators that I like to take a look on a lot of the assets. And yeah, it looks like that looking at the VPVR, it's not such of a strong level. Strongest levels down over here at $140. So maybe this range is not going to be as strong. I was hoping to see a spike in volume on the VPVR here just because of this consolidation. This is a pretty large consolidation in between September and November right over there. It seems like there hasn't been too much buying pressure. So overall, I think even though we do not have volume on the VPVR, it is a strong level. If we lose this level on the VPVR, which is the 220 on eGold, it's going to be looking very bad. We cannot lose this major level of support, because it won't be good. It won't be good for eGold in the immediate short and long term. So overall, after crashing like this for the last few days, I think we should get some type of support or consolidation. Okay, nothing goes down forever like this, and nothing goes up forever. Okay, so we should be getting some kind of support here on eGold at about the $200-220 range. Right, is that a head and shoulders, says Revanth? Potentially yes, on BTC. This is something where we're discussing. Okay, head and shoulder here, potentially going to play out right over here. It's not the most beautiful. I like to see head and shoulders at the top of a trend, but you can also see them at the lowest part of a trend also here. Not looking good, guys. Going down, we might see BTC trading at the 42, 43K levels in maybe hours, because I've seen these kind of events here. You might have a little bit of a waterfall. This is not guaranteed, okay? We might get a massive bounce only if we do successfully break $47,000, and I mean successfully going down to 46, 45.5 and closing several hours candles below that range. Then yes, this might be the moment where we might see BTC having a leg down to the 42K levels. Now, if we do take this as a head and shoulder pattern, all right, it's going to take us all the way down there. It is the measured technical move, okay? And with all this bearish sentiment, all this basically the bearish sentiment that we have, we might have that kind of panic selling event, okay? So that is what we're looking for in the next coming hours and days, guys. Overall, I still strongly believe that it only because it's Monday, guys, just because it's Monday, this is the moment where I want to see some dippy action. It's this weekly candle opened today. If we want to see some dumpy action, we want to see it today. We want to see it tomorrow. We want to see it Wednesday. But we want to see the weekly close. The weekly close will be very interesting, because if this ends up, okay, if we go down to 43, 42K levels in the next coming day or two, and then we see a massive recovery where you do see you're retesting the lower part over here, then you see a massive recovery. That is going to be such a strong sign by the end of the week. If we start seeing Sunday trading again at $47,000, $48,000, if we do have that drop in the next coming days, it is going to be ultra bullish, guys. When we start seeing wicks like that over here, same as you see here, okay? You got one wick there, you got another wick here, you got another wick here. You do see that scary price action and recoveries. That is going to be ultra bullish. Check out what happened afterwards when we saw this kind of price action. And I don't think this has been over 8-9 weeks, I think. These are weekly candles. I'm not sure if we're going to be here for 9 weeks, okay, going sideways. I think it's going to be slightly less. And the reason why is because this drop hasn't been as severe as this drop, okay? It hasn't been that strong. So I think realistically here, maybe 3-4 weeks of sideways action because of the measured drop here. This drop was much worse than this one. So yeah, maybe 3, 4, 5 weeks. And I think we're going to see a similar price action to what happened here. Okay, this everything's pointing out that. And you might think, why? Is because of this. When you drop like this, when you drop like this is what usually happens. You're not going to drop here forever here for the next coming weeks. It won't be, it's very unlikely to be like this, okay? Could it happen? Yes, of course. Anything can happen, but it's very likely we're going to see that price action. We're going to see a large consolidation here, retesting the low 40K levels potentially, this week. It might be next week also. So yeah, very much expected that the price could dump to those levels in the next coming hours and days, all right, or depending on the type of cascade event, because this was only hours, guys. This was in less than 24 hours where we actually dumped here, okay? This happened in 4 hours, going from $53,000 down to 42, a $10,000 drop on Bitcoin in just a matter of 3-4 hours. So yeah, that something similar could happen. So this is why I say it could be in hours. It could be in a couple of days. So stay very, very cautious, guys. Any positions in the market, be careful, guys, with volatility. Moon Boys were in denial, calling a 100 Bitcoin. I'm still calling for 100 Bitcoin. It won't be December though. I've been talking about market cycle extensions all the way back since May. Okay, I never thought Bitcoin would arrive to $100,000 in December. You can check any of my videos. But I've been talking about this since the summer of 2021, since May, okay, about this market cycle extending. I never thought Bitcoin was going to reach $100,000 in December. I think 80,000, I said 80,000 is possible. But yeah, we reached $69,000. So yeah, my theory here is that, you know, first, second quarter, we could potentially hit $100,000 Bitcoin. Very likely, in my opinion. So we need bearish sentiment. Bearish sentiment is good. It is good. So yeah, we need the bulls to step back in after the bearish sentiment. I believe we'll make a higher low before 47K. Higher low, do you think on the 1 hourly? I mean, we're already trading at 47.4K. Yeah, this we might get a massive bounce here. We might get a massive bounce, but if we start breaking $47,000 and hitting $46,000, and I've seen this before, you could have massive wicks here, massive traps. Okay, it could be a bear trap right over there. But if you start seeing momentum here and start seeing a couple of hourly candles here closing well below $47,000, it is almost guaranteed that we are going to come down to the low 42K range, okay? Just because of the momentum in the hours. Now, if you do see a fake out, it will happen in 1-2 hours. It will be on the same candle on the next candle where you will get a massive wick, okay? You will see a candle on the 1 hourly with a massive wick closing in green with a green body, and that is where you potentially have that reversal. That will be the fake out. But if you see a couple of 1 hourly candles breaking down 47K level and actually closing below this range, then yes, it will be very, very likely that we are going to continue to the downside. Guys, if you're interested in swing trading, you know, I do get a small commission. You get the best bonus available. I am looking to enter some swing trades, but I'm willing to long, okay? And it won't be anytime soon. I know we're going to consolidate and go to the downside in the immediate short term. And I want to start entering some long positions, but it won't be today and it won't be tomorrow because I see this bearish action and I do not want to short the market. I don't usually short BTC. So if you're interested, you get the best bonus down below, guys. It is up to $4,100 worth of bonus, depending on what you deposit, okay? On Bybit, you got the best bonus available in the description or in the pinned comment. So that's what I got for BTC. I mean, there is a possibility where we're going to get a massive bounce here from this major support level, okay? It is possible still, and continue to the upside. But like I said, we need a couple of 1 hourly candles. If we start having 1 hourly candles well below 47K, so at 46K, 45.5, then yeah, it's very likely that that momentum is just going to push the price down to retest the lows that we created on the 4th of December. It's just very, very likely. If you are a breakout trader, I would stay cautious because I have seen this kind of a momentum also where you do have a 1 hourly candle and then the next one might be green, or you might see a massive wick. So stay cautious with this. Let's take a look. I hope we see 42K. I will buy heavy at that level, says Sean. Exactly. I mean, that is the best thing you could potentially do if you are long-term holding Bitcoin, okay? You want to start buying at these levels. 42K is going to be an excellent buying opportunity. And this is for the future, okay? This is when BTC is well above $100,000 in the next coming years. You know, it will be a good buying opportunity. It is right now. So, yeah, if you're willing to buy and hold, yeah, definitely starting to be some really exciting levels over here. David, how are you doing? Thanks for the insane support. One of my moderators here in the comment section. Right. Don't sell, just buy more, says Captain Awesome. Very true. Very true. Apparently nobody is panicking. Whales are the ones that are 90%, 96% selling. So it's BS that they are accumulating. Well, we do have some on-chain data, okay? And there's just one. You can consider these guys whales because, you know, whoever stacks over 4,000 Bitcoin in about a week or so, you know, he's a whale. You know, whoever buys 4,000 BTC, you know, I think a whale is. I would consider a whale whoever has more than 1,000 Bitcoin. Whoever over 10,000 Bitcoin, well, yeah, then obviously a bigger whale. But yeah, you could consider a whale of Bitcoin whoever has 1,000 Bitcoin. So these guys have been buying, and you know the good thing about the blockchain is that it's open network. You can see what's going on. Apparently, these guys are buying. This is the Purpose Bitcoin ETF, 4,000 Bitcoin in about a week or so. So yeah, maybe some whales are selling. But I know a lot of them are actually buying. And you can see that on here, okay? I'm not making this up. This is on-chain data. You cannot lie about this. Blockchain is an open source, so yeah, no lying about that. Lauren, how are you doing? Lauren, buona tarde, amigo. How are you doing, Lauren? Solana, please. Lil Kush, let's take a look at Solana. I've got 720 people watching at this moment, the live stream, and I just want one thing from you guys, and that is to smash up that like button, okay? I'm going to go through the super chats right away, but, you know, YouTube hasn't been performing too well lately, so if you guys can smash up that like button, it'll be very much appreciated. Now, let's take a look at the super chats here, because I got a couple of super chats. And I want to take a look at the super chats right away. Okay, so what do we got? What do we got here? What do we got? Hydra's Killer, thanks for the $4.99. I'm gonna go through your question right now. What about ENS? What is your opinion? I think there was a hype on ENS. I think it is an excellent project, but you know. Let's see if we've got more data here. I think we should have some more data on. I think this reminds me, like I said, of ICP. It does remind me of ICP. We have suddenly a huge amount of people talking about it, and then suddenly no one talks about it. So I think there's just been a pretty big hype. It's been listed on many exchanges. So this is why there's suddenly a massive hype on it, and then suddenly people lose interest. And what we are seeing here on ENS is just... we haven't got any more data here. I want to take a look at the chart. Yeah, we haven't got much data here on ENS. We'll just take a look at this one, and this is on the weekly. It's just, it might be finding a base, okay? It might be finding a floor. Let me just take this indicator out of the way. Will it hold? This is the question. I do not know. I do not know if this will hold. I'm not sure what the market capitalization is right now on ENS. It's 113, so it's a few hundred million. I would stay a little bit cautious on this one. I mean, it is clear that we do have a strong base at the $40 levels. As you can see, we've been bouncing around this level here for several times. So it is possible that this is going to be a reaccumulation event. We don't have much data here on the chart. It would be nice to see what has been going on, you know, but it hasn't been out for a long time. It was only out in November. So yeah, I think we might just consolidate here for sideways looking at the chart. It looks a pretty solid project. So if you are looking to accumulate, these are the levels you want to start getting in. Kevin, hey Andy, thanks for the content. Check out the 4-hourly chart. We're also forming a symmetrical triangle. Kevin, thanks for the super chat. Let's take a look at the 4-hourly chart for Bitcoin, because we are potentially forming a symmetrical triangle, right? So okay, I get you. We can take this flag out of the way already. We can take that kind of bear flag out of the way, and I think I can see you here. If we connect the 4-hourly closes here, Kevin, this must be it right over here that you're talking about. We're taking a look at the 4-hourly opens and closes. So let me just get that out of the way, because that's from the head and shoulder. Now, if we take a look at the close here on the 4-hourly, we connect it with this 4-hourly close, and now this is the moment where we are potentially gonna get a bounce. Now, the measured move is very, very similar for this one. Now, if we are coming from a downtrend, this is usually a continuation pattern. Okay, this is usually a continuation pattern, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin actually breaking support level. But it could also break to the upside. Now, the measured move of this head and shoulder or symmetrical triangle is the same, okay, because you are coming down or to the main support level, and on the symmetrical triangle it's very, very similar. So price target is very, very similar. This is why we could come down as low as the low 42k levels, 43k levels. That would be the projected move from here. So yeah, thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, also a symmetrical triangle here. If we connect the 4-hourly closes and opens, you can clearly see that you got 2 touches here at resistance, and you know you got this base, the support level. This is why we are potentially going to get a bounce from here. But if we start breaking it and close the 4-hourly candle close, it's not going to be looking good, guys. We might be coming down to 42, 43k levels in a matter of hours. It might be in between today and tomorrow. So this is what happens when you consolidate. You consolidate. If the bulls don't show any sign, you might see a little waterfall down to that 42, 43k range, okay? So yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Very good. Symmetrical triangle and also this head and shoulder pattern. Thanks, Kevin, for the super chat. Very much appreciated. Andy, bearish volume on BTC is now high. Yeah, very true, very true. This is why we are slightly bearish, guys. We are slightly bearish in the immediate short term. Slightly bearish. Merlin, hi, thanks for the super chat. Andy, do you think we got more whale shakeouts of retail for the next 2-3 weeks before another run in Q1 of 2022? Yeah, Kevin, thanks very much, man. Thanks for the support. Yeah, absolutely, Emerging. I think that we are going to see some shakeouts. This is why it is very, very possible that Bitcoin is going to come down to that 42k levels. All right, we might see, worst case scenario, we might see 40k or even 38k, but this is going to happen in just a day or two. And the reason why is because, you know, looking at this chart over here, guys, and I don't need, you know, I just need a couple of trend lines. I got some people saying, I can't believe this guy can only, you know, do a couple of trend lines and call it a day. But it is like this, guys. You need to keep technical analysis simple. I only use volume. VPVR is okay. RSI for divergence. Okay, I do use it sometimes. I don't use any MACD, Ichimoku clouds, or any other, you know, moving averages, crosses, because they just get me on my nerves. Because a lot of them are wrong a lot of the times. And I'm wrong also, guys. I am wrong also. But they're just noise. They're just noise. All of those silly indicators are just noise. And basically here on the price action, you know, you got to use a little bit of common sense here. And when you do see these kind of falls, okay, like this one, okay, we can go all the way down here on C19. This was a huge crash. This was over a 50% correction right over there. You usually consolidate for a while. You usually go sideways, and you could also go to the downside. Now, the bearish case scenario for this would be this kind of price action. How many times we retested the lows of 30Ks, even dipping down to 28K levels. We had one. This one didn't reach it, but we had this one. We also had this one right over here. This was the last moment. I see this kind of price action, guys, in the next coming weeks. So like you said, and thank you very much for the super chat, I can't stress this enough because I am bearish in the short term, okay? A lot of people think I'm bullish, but in the short term, and I'm not. I'm not actually. I am bearish in the short term. I am bullish in the long term. I do see an insane recovery first quarter of 2022. We're going to start seeing some kind of events that are going to make cryptocurrency bullish again, and I do not know which ones they're going to be, but there will be there will be suddenly something, you know, happening worldwide that is going to turn the cryptocurrency space extremely bullish again. And that's what I believe. So the kind of price action, you know, we could expect after this drop like this. And, you know, this is classic. I mean, seeing Monday start off like this, it is classic because it is very, very likely that we will be getting a bounce. We might see Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday being extremely bearish and then getting a massive bounce, you know, entering into the weekend. And what we want to see is potentially Sunday, all right, closing with well above, okay, the 42, 43K levels, you know, with a decent wick. Okay, and when we start seeing these kind of candles with a couple of wicks, you know, we might close one in the green, we might close one slightly in the red, and then the next one having a massive wick, okay, having a massive wick, and that is going to be a maybe similar price action to what happened here. We got this major trend line to support, so I do see us closing barely at the trend line. And this is what's going to turn me extremely bullish in the next coming weeks. I do see first quarter. I'm not sure if it's going to be January, first, second week, but definitely first quarter of 2022 being bullish, in my opinion. And it's not going to be an easy ride. I do think that we will be trading at the low 40K levels. And in between this week, next week, we might see 38 suddenly, where it's going to be looking pretty messy. But I don't see a successful breakout from the lows here, which is around about, low 40K levels, even 39K levels. Okay, so technically here on the macro, you are still creating higher lows. Technically, the structure is to the upside. Even though if we do hit $40,000, structure is still to the upside. You're not printing a lower low here. This is on the weekly. You're not printing a lower low. You're not printing a lower high even. You got a high there. You got a high here. Guys, check out the weekly close here, all right? I can't stress this enough because the guy's screaming bear market. How many people are screaming for bear market? It is absolutely insane. On the weekly, we are still in a macro bull. You like it or not? Take a look at the highs. Take a look at the higher lows. You know, as soon as we start printing weekly closes below $40,000, it is very, very likely that the next leg up, we just won't have enough steam, guys. We're going to have to enter a bear market to consolidate, to get back into the accumulation sentiment, and it might take, I don't think it will take 2-3 years, but it will definitely take, you know, 8 months, maybe almost a year, where you will consolidate here, create a lower low, and then it's just going to be a massive consolidation before you see the next blast off. I don't see this happening though. I don't see this happening. Whoever says we are in a bear market, let me tell you, you are completely wrong. Okay, you are completely wrong. You're not going to be in a bear market, you know, looking at the weekly structure, unless you start printing a lower low and a lower high. Lower low to start off, okay? We are still printing higher lows on the weekly. You know, check out the weekly closes back here in April, guys. And this is super important to note, okay? The weekly close in April, okay? The highest weekly close, what was it? 59.9K, almost 60K. We didn't even close a 60K weekly close back in April. No weekly close above 60K. What were the weekly closes here? We got one here at 61K. We got one over here. The highest one was at 65k, 65.5k. So yeah, whoever's calling this for a double top is also wrong. You're over $5,000 in a close here. This is no double top. What else? Yeah, like I said, you know, as soon as we start losing this low over here, we need to close a weekly candle below $40,000. I'm going to start becoming bearish. Any retracement here on that potential close, I'm going to be bearish. I'll be shorting the market right over there as soon as we see a recovery. If we do close a weekly close below $40,000, and that is the moment you need to become bearish. Whoever's saying we're in a bear market is completely wrong, guys. Is wrong. You cannot print higher highs and higher lows. I mean, do you understand? A lot of people need to understand this. I'm getting bashed in the comment section. So yes, I do see shakeouts. Very likely, we are maybe going to retest the low 40k levels in the next coming weeks, maybe days. So expect that volatility to the downside, guys. Very much expected. We are just about to lose that level right now. We're actually breaking it right now. I'm not sure what the S&P 500 is doing. What's the S&P? What's Dow Jones doing? S&P, Dow Jones. Looking a little bit bearish. This looks like we might be forming a kind of harmonic pattern. We might see a little bit of bearishness here. So yeah. Guys, if you are interested in supporting the channel, apart from smashing up that like button, I'm getting a lot of views right now because of the thumbnail and because of this bearish price action. Best way to support the channel, on Bybit, you get the best bonus down below. Okay, I get a small commission. You get the best bonus, up to $4,100 worth of bonus on Bybit. It is in the pinned comment. Prime XBT, you get 25% discount with my link and Bitcoinsensus 50 as the promotion code. Now, guys, let me just go here. So yeah, Mergin, thanks for the super chat. And that is what I expect in the immediate short term on Bitcoin. I think I might have to go through Bitcoin again because I'm getting a lot of people coming in right now. Guys, make sure to smash up that like button. Thank you very much for the insane support. Volatility is normal. Yes, George, of course. So for all of these newcomers, I'm getting a bunch of new viewers right now. The volatility to the downside is very much expected. We could see, and you know, looking at the weekly, I'm sorry, I need to explain this again. Weekly is very likely today, Monday. We close this weekly candle over here. Monday, start bearish. Tuesday, bearish. It is very, very likely that we are not going to successfully break down the 42k levels. It is likely that we are going to retest it in between today, tomorrow, and Wednesday potentially. And then the rest at the end of the week might be a recovery, okay? End of the week should be a recovery. And this is where you are potentially going to print a massive wick. And that is the kind of price action you could expect after a massive drop, like I said here. You could expect this kind of price action for a couple of weeks, okay? Where you do have, you know, small daily, weekly candles and large wicks to the downside. So, yeah. ETH, David, thanks very much. ETH is dumping. Yeah, very much. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, what's going on with Ethereum? ETH dumping. Wow. Very good, very good. Losing major support level. Now, I think what level needs to hold on Ethereum, and let me just zoom out here, guys. I don't want to have too much stuff on the chart. This is the logarithmic. Let me zoom out. Okay, we're losing this major level, all right? This was very much expected on today's video also, where we did say, you know, if we do lose this level, I think $3,600 range is the next major support range. Why is that, you may ask? Because of these lower highs. We've got this lower high structure, and we can zoom out on the daily here just to see the candlesticks better. This was a pattern that we also saw right over here in September, where we had an inverse head and shoulder. This played out beautifully right over here, had a massive run up all the way to the target. Now, this inverse head and shoulder did print a very decent resistance zone right there. Okay, this is the $3,600 range. Okay, you could add, you know, quite a few dollars on that because of the volatility. All right, nothing is perfect. We're not going to have an exact level where we're going to bounce, so we could expect some volatility at that $3,600 in the next coming days. And the reason why is that we should be holding that level is also because of this resistance of these lower highs, which is round about that 3,600. We also got this major range. Okay, now I'm curious on the VPVR. We know that you know, if you do not know, VPVR is used by institutional traders to check out the major levels also. So let's just take a look at the VPVR here on Ethereum. And yeah, just by looking at the VPVR, you can also see the massive mountains of volume. Okay, huge spikes in mountains here. Strongest levels on the VPVR, how to read VPVR, is the start and end of a mountain. Okay, so we could have a great drop here all the way down to the $3,600, even $3,500. And this is where we actually start. Okay, this is where we start this massive mountain of volume profile. Now, yeah, I think we could get, we should hold this range. If I extend this box right over here, okay, this is where we actually had a massive resistance right there, right? Where we had this inverse head and shoulder that we talked about back in September. This is why also we got a strong level. So 3,600, 3,500 should be holding very nicely as support. We haven't only got this level here, and we've got the level of these lower highs, right? We've got this lower high resistance trend line that also should be giving some kind of support also. Okay, so we've got two factors here on the major on this support level, which is 3,600. Now, I think we are going to retest those levels. Okay, let me note here that I am bearish in the immediate short term. It is very, very likely that we might retest, but I am expecting a potential bounce at that range because of this. And guys, we're getting a bunch of Ethereum getting locked on Ethereum 2.0. This is only growing. Look at this trend. It's absolutely insane. Since it was launched, it's been, you know, just getting Ethereum out of the market. Over 8 million Ethereum locked on Ethereum 2.0. This is only growing, okay? It's only going up. You know, how bearish can it get? How bearish can it get for Ethereum when you're actually getting a lot of the supply out of the market, okay? And this is on-chain data. You cannot lie about this. Now, yes, of course, a lot of whales have Ethereum. They can manipulate the price to the downside a lot, but you've only got a certain level of manipulation, right? And I think that it will end very, very soon. It will end very, very soon. They cannot manipulate the price to zero. I'm telling you that now. They cannot manipulate the price to even $2,000 Ethereum, in my opinion. I mean, we could retest these lows. Okay, don't get me wrong. The summer lows, it could get retest, but because of the amount of demand that there is, whales can only manipulate the price down to a certain level. And I think first level that we could potentially get a massive bounce where the whales might lose a little bit of steam to push the price down is 3,550, 3,600. Major level there. So that's what I've got for Ethereum. Sushi is pumping. Let's take a look at Sushi. Sushi did very bad. Retesting the summer lows. Performing very, very bad. I'm going to take a look at XRP also. XRP seems a bargain, says Huffy. Let's take a look at XRP straight away also. I mean, pumping, yeah, Sushi is pumping a little bit. Wow, I absolutely love this price action. I'm telling you this. I'm absolutely loving this price action because what markets do, okay, a lot of it is automated trading. And what happens is that you retest, you know, the highs, you know, check out this kind of price action where you have these highs. A lot of people might be shorting, stop losses there, you have a wick here to the upside. What happens here? People might think that we are absolutely pumping, and a lot of people have a stop loss there. What happens to these kind of market events is that you have bots, automatic bots and whales, getting people, retailers out of the market. So you have this one right over here, massive wick. You might think that this is ultra bullish, but it's not. This is just a stop hunt. You come back down, you get another stop hunt just slightly below the low here. So I think that, and I did not think this was going to happen, but you basically got a stop hunt right over here. How many stop losses were below the summer lows, thinking that this bull run is going to continue to all-time highs and absolutely crush it? And yeah, that will happen. But before that happens, you need to get that all those over leveraged positions out of the way first, okay? And that is what's happening right now. That's what's basically happening. A lot of them are retesting the lows, and I'm not sure if Ethereum and Bitcoin will manage to go that low, but we will see some scary action. Like I said, if a Bitcoin 40k, 38k potentially, ultimate low in my opinion, not successfully breaking below 40k, I think. Now anything can happen, but we're having a lot of the altcoins already getting that massive stop hunt out. So we could see potentially Sushi. Sushi potentially has bottomed out here at about $4.40 level, and you do see this a lot of the times where you just come back down here and retest the lows, because you're extremely bullish here. You think you're going to retest all-time highs. A lot of people over leveraging and stop losses well below here. You have a stop hunt here before you actually continue to the upside. What happens, it's how the market works, unfortunately. So yeah, let's take a look at XRP. Let's take a look at XRP straight away. So my opinion on Sushi, yeah, I think Sushi potentially is one of those altcoins, and it's decentralized, a decentralized exchange. These will do well in the future, such Uniswap and Sushi. This has just basically been a stop hunt in my opinion. I don't see a successful continuation to the downside. Major bounce should happen for Sushi in the next coming weeks. Let's take a look at XRP, and I'll try and take a look at some other altcoins here. Wow, guys, 945 watching. Absolutely insane. I need 2 seconds from you guys. Just 2 seconds. All right, and that is to scroll down, guys. You'll be helping me out, because YouTube has been performing very bad lately, very bad, and I just need one thumbs up from you guys to give me some support on the channel. Okay, so very much appreciated. I do try and go through most of the comments. I'm trying to do my best here, so I just need you to smash up that like button to get as much people to come and join YouTube. Right, well, I was going to take a look at XRP right away. Let's take a look at XRP. And XRP, I got a bunch. It's one of the most hated for me. Okay, I don't like doing analysis on XRP. It's not the best coin to do technical analysis. Extremely volatile, and yeah, it's just very volatile. A lot of wicks to the upside and to the downside. XRP went all the way down, and I'm not sure if this is just a scam wick or something, down to 60 cents. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. 60 cents. Let me just take a look at another chart here. Yeah, it actually did come all the way down to 60 cents. Yeah, I absolutely hate XRP on the charts. But what can we expect for XRP? I mean, I would become bullish on XRP, and we could come all the way down still to retest the summer lows. Summer lows is 50 cents. We just hit 59 cents approximately. We could still, if Bitcoin does hit 40k levels in the next coming days, we will see XRP, one of them, actually closing this major stop hunt over here, just wicking below 50-cent level, wicking below the summer low. And then, it will have it will have a fresh start to continue to the upside. So, I mean, you could start dollar cost averaging here, you know, because who knows? Could we get a reversal from this point? Yeah, of course we can. Of course we can, yeah. Yeah, XRP would have to, you know, to start become bullish on XRP. I would like to see at least on the 4 hourly, you know, we want to get above this level. We got insane support there. You got a bounce here. You got a bounce of resistance there. So as soon as XRP starts breaking, you know, this lower high trend line and also this low over here, it's going to be starting looking good, because it might be likely that you are going to print a higher low right over there and start a trend reversal. Till then, we are in a downtrend. Till then, we could still continue to the downside here easily. So you're closing a 4 hourly candle, okay, you could start becoming bullish and start looking for long positions only if we close a successfully 4 hourly candle above this resistance, right? And you know, this 4 hourly candle over here with this amount of volume starts just around about that 90-cent level, okay? So what would happen here would be a setup too, where you are changing the trend. And if you close a large 4 hourly candle here with volume, wow, that is going to be an insane buying opportunity. If you come back down here and retest the 90-cent level on XRP, it is very, very likely that you're actually going to get a bounce from this level. It is the back from this candle with this huge amount of volume where the bulls are showing some steam here and breaking this bearishness. Now, only if that happens, there will be a buying opportunity on any type of retracement here. Only if that happens. Now, what could happen right now? We could actually continue down, guys. We're in a downtrend. It is potentially likely that we are going to retest lower levels here on XRP. It's not looking great. So only if we did break 90 cent with a huge amount of volume, closing a nice 4 hourly candle, is where you could start becoming bullish. Look at that insane support it's been here also in the past. So it is definitely a major level, 90 cent, only if we break 90 cent to the upside. Right, that's XRP done. XRP, I think it might be likely that we are going to continue down, you know, a higher percentage that we are going to continue slightly to the downside in between today and tomorrow before we get a bounce and a reversal. Elon Musk sold his BTC, someone says here. I have no idea of that. I mean, we can take a look at his Twitter account. You know, what is he saying? Elon Musk. I don't think he must have tweeted. I think he's pretty off of crypto at the moment for the last few days. Yeah, I think Elon Musk is no tweets on crypto or Bitcoin. I think he's pretty off crypto at the moment. Holochain. Let's take a look at Holochain. Right, let's take a look at Holochain straight away. Holochain. And I think Holochain is just Holo as ticker symbol. What's ticker symbol on Holochain? Isn't it Holo? Hot, right? Okay. I think it must be hot, right? Hot is the one that you want me to take a look at. Let's take a look at Holochain. Wow, massive wick on this one. My goodness, the 4th of December was just a massive stop hunt event, guys. Let me just take a look at another exchange here, because this one went below the summer lows. It's just obvious. It's obvious when you take a look at a chart like this. Let me just quickly check on other ones. Yeah, well, this is basically on the Binance chart, but I think it is likely that we are going to come down to retest the summer lows. We've broken structure here on hot. We've got the higher lows, higher lows, broken structure right there. We're retesting it as resistance. We've got a major resistance level here on hot at the 1 cent level. Support, resistance, resistance, support didn't hold here. And it just went, once we broke it, it acted as resistance. So yeah, kind of game over for this one in the immediate short term. I think we're very, very likely going to continue down to retest the summer lows. It's not looking good, breaking a little bit of structure here. So we're just about holding this level over here, this higher low. If this holds and we start getting a bounce, then great. If we definitely lose this level, which is the 0.007, then yeah, we're coming back down to retest the summer lows. That is almost guaranteed if we do lose this level here. Right. Andy, Solana, please. Hey, Andy, ADA, please. Okay, ADA and Solana and Phantom. Right, let's take a look at all of these ones. Okay, I know Solana. Let's take a look at Solana. All of these blockchain projects from the top 50 or top 40 should be looked at, definitely. Solana is losing a major level right now, which is the $180. It's lost it already a few days ago. It's not looking good. Not looking good on Solana in the immediate short term. Now, Solana went absolutely crazy, okay? Look at the summer lows. Look at some cryptos are retesting the summer lows. And the summer lows on Solana is down here at $22. It's absolutely insane. So you can clearly see that this one has outperformed a lot of the cryptos. This one has done a 10x since the summer lows. Bitcoin only did just over a 2x from the summer lows. Ethereum did, just also over 2x. So Solana has definitely outperformed a lot of the projects, doing a 10x from the summer lows. Now, do I think we're going to come down to the summer lows to retest them? I think not. I think we're not going to come that low on Solana, but we do see that Solana had been breaking a major level here, which is the $180. It's been very nice support right over here. Look how many times we've been bouncing as support. It's been a very strong resistance zone, and we are basically, just by looking at price action, I don't need any indicators to see that we are actually losing the bullish momentum on Solana here. No indicators needed. You just need to see the price action, how you are forming this kind of, head and shoulder. You are breaking a very important support level. It is pretty obvious that you've formed a head and shoulder right there. I can make you the drawings here and you can see it. But there is a chance on Solana here getting back up again. Now, I think the chances are very low. And it will look very messy here on Solana if this actually, you would potentially be retesting this low level over here. And that is not going to be looking good. Solana could come down to the $120. We've lost this very important level on Solana, which is that $180 range, plus minus a couple of dollars. And it's just the momentum is looking very, very bad. We might have a little bit of a cascade event down here. So, we should be getting held by that range. So, stay cautious on Solana. Everything's pointing out that we might be coming down to much lower levels. Let's take a look at ADA. Because, ADA might look really bad. Really, really bad. $1.20. We're almost there at the summer lows. We've got the summer lows on Solana on ADA being $1, and that is the strongest level we got here on ADA. Okay, ADA $1 level. I think it's going to be very, very hard to break below $1. That if we do break below $1, that means that faith on Cardano on ADA has gone down the drain. Because we've got these kind of events now. I think you can, it's got interoperability with ERC20 tokens from Ethereum. I'm not sure if this is right or if it's actually working right now. We have the DEXs coming out. I have no idea why Solana is performing this bad, but I know Solana is delaying a lot of things. It's been delaying smart contracts for months. It delays everything. Okay, so maybe it's just people are losing faith on Cardano. But what I do know is that the $1 level is the strongest level here on ADA. So it's going to be very, very hard to see ADA. I think a bounce here is almost guaranteed. I don't see ADA losing $1 and having a cascade fall like this. But it's almost guaranteed that we are going to get a bounce from this level just because of the strength that it has, that $1 major support level. It's going to be very hard though if we do get that bounce, and I think we will. It's going to be very hard to have an uptrend here to reach the highs. It's very unlikely that we'll print a lower high here. It's very likely we'll print a lower high at some stage, okay? I don't see having a bullish momentum here for the next coming months, breaking $3. I mean, this is the chart. Solana chart, ADA chart is one of those charts that I take a look at and I think to myself, yeah, we busted really. We busted for the next year or two at least. It should be a large consolidation. It's very unlikely that the ADA is going to get a bounce at $1 and get a massive bounce above and come back to $3. The amount of buying pressure and momentum that there has to be to go all the way up here is just crazy. I think it's not going to happen. And what could happen here is that you are going to get that bounce. You're going to get people extremely bullish again, and then you might have that round formation, and you might be printing a massive head and shoulder, which I don't think will break support successfully and continue to the downside. Now it could happen, but yeah. Anyway, what is expected now on ADA is actually coming down to the $1 level and having a little bit of volatility around that range before you get a massive bounce. That is my opinion, guys. I think that is what is very likely to happen on ADA. Checking the mods chat right now. I think I got a super chat from Ralph. Thank you very much for the super chat, Ralph. Let me take a look at Matic straight away. Let's do Matic. I think is Matic maybe losing momentum also? Yeah, what we talked about on Matic is not managing to reach all-time highs and breaking it successfully after this run-up. So let me just take a look here on Binance. I haven't got my indicators here for some reason. Anyway, I had some chart lines here on the Binance exchange, but never mind. It is pretty clear here that Matic is in a pretty strong uptrend. Is it the end for Matic? I don't think so. But obviously after this, after these, there we go. After these kind of price actions, when you go a little bit too parabolic, okay, in the immediate short term, it is just not healthy to grow like that in a couple of days. So we were extremely cautious here on Matic, just about reaching all-time highs. And if you take a look on the daily chart, okay, if I connect the daily close on Matic, it is just at the $2 and $2.44 right there. Daily close and open. So this is where we are currently, we were getting struggled. Now, I think worst case scenario for Matic in the immediate short term would be coming down to the $1.50 range, which is the higher low, the last higher low. We've got higher low here, higher low, higher low. Last higher low is that $1.50. So worst case scenario on Matic would be coming back down to retest $1.50. Now, if we lose that level, it's not going to be looking good, guys. It's not going to be looking good. But overall, I like the growth on Matic. Okay, Matic is getting loads of projects getting built on that layer 2 solution on Matic, and this trend looks pretty healthy. Okay, it looks pretty solid. Now this kind of price action is not healthy. You come straight back down, as you can see, but this kind of price action is pretty good. So yeah, I think worst case scenario on Matic would be coming back down to $1.50 before we potentially could get a massive bounce from there. Overall, this price action is much better than this one right over here, right? This is what we want to see. We want to see nice, sustainable, steady growth with good corrections and finally printing higher highs, slightly printing higher highs, which is good on this kind of growth. So K1D, thanks for the super chat. Fresh new hot play just launched. Grinch Bonk on Twitter. A low cap gem P2B. Okay, doing a little bit of shilling here. Startup on Binance Smart Chain. Love your channel, thanks. Okay, so K1D. Yeah, we can take a look at this one. Grinch Bonk. Fresh new hot play just launched. It's a low cap, but we haven't got it. I guess we haven't got it. If it's just launched, let's take a look. We're basically doing technical analysis on the channel, but Grinch Bonk. Yeah, I mean, we can take a look at it. Let's take a look at Grinch Bonk here on we don't have anything right over here. Grinch Bonk. What is this? I have no idea what this is, but anyway. Grinch Bonk. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, thanks for the super chat on the Binance Smart channel, P2P startup. Thanks for the super chat. Phantom is left. Olimudu. Dumping. We got the price action dumping. We got BTC dumping. Guys, BTC most importantly in the immediate short term. Okay, we can take a look at a lot of the altcoins. Now, this is the moment, guys, where we're going to find out in the next coming hours if this is going to be just a gigantic bear trap, okay, a massive fake out. Now, let's take a look at what could happen. Like I said, next coming hours are going to be the ones that are going to be decisive. Next coming hours are the ones that we're gonna see, okay, if we are going to have a fake out or a real breakout. If we start seeing a couple of 1 hourly candles here closing well below 47, so 46k, it's not going to be looking good, guys. Potentially any type of reversal is going to be a continuation, okay? Now this is the moment where we are going to find out if this is a fake out. If we start closing 1 hourly candles well below $46,000, then any type of reversal might be a good shorting opportunity, guys. Remember, if you are interested in shorting or long in Bitcoin, you can use Bybit. I get a small commission. You get the best bonus down below, which is up to $4,100 worth of bonus on Bybit for swing trading. I use this one for swing trading. You got full tutorial down below in the description. Also, only for experienced traders, okay, guys? I've got full tutorials of Prime XBT and also Bybit. So make sure to check them out. Now let's take a look. Let's take a look at Phantom. Let's take a look at Phantom. Look at BTC. Theta, please. Yeah. 500 likes. Oh, right, guys. Thank you very much. Next stop, 600 likes. That would be absolutely amazing if you just scroll down. The only thing that I ask in the channel is to smash up that like button. Okay. What we got, Phantom. Let's take a look at Phantom. It must be getting bashed. And like I said, yeah, we got BTC. Be careful. Be careful. This could be a massive bear trap. Okay, I've seen it before. If you trying to short this, I would wait for a little bit of confirmation. Okay. We're getting $47,000 major support level, just about getting retested now. If we do have a few hourly candles here, okay, well below 47k, that would be the moment maybe on any retracement that you potentially want to short, okay? This could be a massive bear trap where you just wick below the support level. You're just going to wick below it and then have a massive bounce. So stay cautious, guys. Stay cautious. Let's take a look at Phantom, because Phantom has been one of the most requested here. And I think Phantom is getting absolutely crushed, absolutely bashed. Phantom has been one of them that has done an excellent run up. Phantom gone from, you know, summer lows 22 cents. Also 22 cents was the summer lows. No, sorry, it was actually 14 cents. Now, what can we expect here? What can we expect? We're just losing another level here on Phantom. I think worst case scenario on Phantom would be retesting the $1 range, okay? And why do I think so? $1 is because we have a massive consolidation here. As you can see on Phantom, we had a major support level. We were talking about this support for the last couple of weeks. It was totally lost on the 4th of December dump. Now we did consolidate, and it looks like that we might see a little bit of continuation to the downside. But ultimate low level, I think $1, $1.10 level should be holding nicely as support. There's where we could potentially get a massive bounce. We just retested $1.15 on the 4th of December. So a little bit of volatility here to the downside is very, very possible. That's where we've got a massive consolidation on Phantom. Then if you are bullish on Phantom, and Phantom is a great project, it's not blockchain, super fast, super scalable and safe, I think it might be a good buying opportunity if we do go down to the $1 range. So yeah, stay cautious on Phantom going down to $1 potentially in the next coming days. 500 likes, absolutely amazing, guys. Dava, thank you for the insane support. Warning, stop spamming, please. Yes, exactly. Andrew B, thanks for the $5. Don't you have any question, Andrew? Thanks. Check out the chart for G-Bonk last 2 days. Great. Okay, G-Bonk. Is that Grinch? I mean, we do not have any data here on TradingView. Is it not even out on... Yeah, it's not even out here, Andrew. So, yeah, I think we don't have any... Yeah, I think it's just a little bit of shilling going on here. Andrew B, I mean, where do you want me to take a look at G-Bonk? We don't have any data here, and I'm not going to go into Poopcoin or, you know... I mean, let's take a look if we got it here on Dex Tools. It's on the Binance Smart Chain, right? So let's take a look at Binance Smart Chain. Let's take a look at Binance Smart Chain G-Bonk. I mean, what is this one? G-Bonk. We can take a look here at Dex Tools. G-Bonk. Grinch Bonk. I mean, it might have gone parabolic. I mean, if you want me to take a look at this, has it gone parabolic? Yeah, this one's just been launched a few days ago. Be careful with this one. It's gone from, you know, it's done over a 10x. I have no idea what this one is. We haven't got it on CoinGecko yet. So yeah, stay cautious, okay, with these kind of cryptos. It seems like it's a meme coin or something with Grinch Bonk. It's only got, you know, things are getting really spicy on Grinch Bonk. Stay cautious on this, guys. Stay super cautious. Yeah, I've got a couple of people here talking about this. It's only got 33 followers. We haven't got you know, yeah. Stay cautious on this. This is just a meme coin. It might be a massive pump and dump coin, all right? We can take a look at Dex Tools. It's done over a 10x in just 1 day. Stay super cautious. This will not end good. This will not end good. Could this pump a little bit more? Yes, of course, but this is screaming for a massive correction soon. So, yeah. Theta and 1inch most requested. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at Theta. I'm super disappointed with Theta. I can't believe it went all the way down to go below the actual summer lows. Yeah, all of the bullishness that we had here on Theta on actually getting supported from the higher lows since the summer. Higher lows. I can't believe it. We came all the way back down to retest the summer lows. Now, I believe so, that for Theta should be holding very nicely just below the summer lows. So we could see some volatility on Theta, slightly to the downside, slightly below $3.50. Okay, potentially, but I do see us holding very nicely this major level and getting a bounce at some range. Now, my question is, in the next coming weeks, will Theta manage to get above the last lower high here? That is my question. As soon as we start getting above that last lower high, which is at all the way up here at $8, so it's already a 2x from here. I'm not sure if the bounce is going to have enough steam to actually break this high. So guys, stay cautious. A lot of the cryptos look like they are in bear market situation now, just like Theta. So next bounce is going to be the one that we're going to find out, guys, in the next coming weeks, if there's going to be enough steam to break the last lower high. As soon as we start breaking the last lower high here on Theta, which is at $8, I don't see that happening anytime soon. It might be in the next few weeks. Definitely going to be on first quarter. If the attempt is going to be in first quarter of 2022, it's not going to be in December. No way we can reach those levels, in my opinion. The probabilities is I don't know, 20% or something that we might reach those levels in the coming weeks. So, but I do see a bounce coming. From the summer lows on Theta. I don't think we're going to successfully break down here, especially after this massive drop. So yeah, 1 inch. Let's take a look at 1 inch. One of the other most requested coins. 1 inch straight away here. Let's take a look at 1 inch. 1 inch hasn't retested the summer lows yet. I don't like 1 inch at all for charting. Massive volatility, massive pump dumps. Massive volatility. It's not one of the best ones to chart, and yeah, basically 1 inch is just the chart is a right mess. The chart is just up and down, up and down. Not to trust. I wouldn't trust this one too much for trading, because it's just a little bit too volatile and it does a little bit of what it wants to do, whatever it wants to do. So yeah, basically retesting the summer lows is very likely, which is the $1.80 range. In the next coming days, we might see a little bit of volatility there before getting a bounce here. Very likely for 1 inch. Atom and VET are with our most requested coins. Okay, David, thank you very much for the insane support. I think many people are selling because they think that they don't have enough money to buy their wife, girlfriend a nice present. Yeah, hopefully, very possible too. Very, very possible. Let's take a look at VeChain. VeChain has been one of the most requested coins. VeChain US dollar. VeChain absolutely lost this support where we should have got a bounce, but overall market sentiment was extremely bearish. So I think VeChain is on the verge of coming down to retest the 6 cents level. I mean, we're only 2 cents away on retesting the lows here. So I think, yeah, VeChain is very, very likely gonna lose this last higher low. We got the higher low right there. The last one is here, and I think we're just gonna lose this range and come back down and retest the 6 cents summer lows. It's not looking great, guys. We've got to be realistic. We need to go with the trend. Major structure is getting broken, so expect a potential retest of the summer lows on VeChain also. We're just holding by a thread from this higher low support, which it looks like it's going to get broken. Sorry to be the one to say that. Dumper says, richest guy in town. Polkadot best buying range, says Baba. I'm not sure if Polkadot might be retesting summer lows also. What is it? What is there to invest right now? Phantom has been looked at 5 minutes ago. Solana also. I mean, like I said, Solana is very, very possible. It is going to come back down to, let me take a look here. Solana maybe going to come back down to retest where we got this other chart on Solana. Solana here, you know, just to keep it simple and not too much lines or anything, not too much indicators, is that we are losing a major level here on Solana, which is the $1.80, $1.70 range. It has been very strong support, okay, right over here, where we have been bouncing many times, and we've created basically a head and shoulder structure right there, and we're losing support, and Solana, you know, very likely is going to retest the $1.20 range, which is more or less the technical target here from the breakout of this support level. And the reason why we could get a bounce at $1.20 is because we do have a nice support consolidation right over there, where we just maybe consolidate before we could potentially get a bounce. So yeah, guys, what's happening with BTC losing 47k levels? Is it going to lose? I think it's very, very likely going to be lost. I think we are potentially going to lose 47k in the next coming hours. Okay, but like I said, guys, weekly chart, most importantly for me, short term bearish. Few weeks, I think it's going to be looking bullish. Okay, we are going to see blood in the market. We're going to have a lot of people being bearish, a lot of people screaming for bear market, and this is actually, you know, the recipe for a great continuation in second quarter of 2022. It might only be first quarter. So yeah, basically that is what we got here. We got a massive support that should be holding on the weekly. So I am expecting 41k or even 40k levels, you know, especially if we do dump, you know, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, even better, because we got the rest of the week to get a massive relief rally bounce, which would end up in a massive wick on the weekly, which is extremely bullish. All right, that kind of price action. Let's just see, guys. But I think, you know, it is likely next coming days, today, tomorrow, we're going to come lower. So hold on tight, guys. Hold on tight. Make sure to buy up the dip, okay? Buy up the dip, guys, because in a few years you will be, you know, very, very proud of yourself buying the dip. This is going to be it for today's episode. You want to support the channel, Bybit, you got the best bonus down below, okay, on Bybit. Also on PrimeXBT, you got the best bonus, which is 25% discount on your trades. You will be eligible on PrimeXBT for the next bonuses also. Check out our Twitter account, or join the Telegram group, our Discord, and check out Bitcoinsensus website. Here we post the latest technical analysis and news that we got. We've got technical analysis ideas. You might see bullish ideas, you might see bearish ideas with some different levels, okay? This is only an education channel. Nothing is financial advice. This is only to help people to find out some different levels on technical analysis. We also got the latest news here on the Bitcoinsensus website. You forgot to check Atom. Let's take a look. We'll be talking about Lambos again soon, says Seb. You got that right, man. You got that right. That is for sure. Don't worry, guys. You just need to hold it. You do not want to sell while you're going down. You just need to hold it, because, you know, you could have a potential reversal and you'll FOMO back in. Let's take a quick look at Atom here before we end up the stream, guys. Thank you for the massive support. Make sure to smash up that like button. Incredibly how this stream has performed, all right? Yeah, because we've seen this kind of dumpy action. Now, what we got over here on Atom is that we basically lost a major resistance zone, major support level, and I think we could come back down to about $16, only because we haven't got much levels here below the $25. We have a massive resistance here at this range, where we've been bouncing several times, but the price action in between $16 and $25 has just been super fast, very, very volatile. Look at the massive bounces up and down. So I think it is very likely that the Atom might come back down to $16, $17 is where we do have a very strong support level. It's where we have our next support level. The price action in between $25 and $16 is just up and down, not much support and resistance. So yeah, stay cautious on Atom. We might see Atom have a, you know, that drop down to these levels. Very, very possible. I would become bullish on Atom again, slightly bullish as soon as we get above $25, $26 for a potential. So if we do start reversing and getting above this level in the next coming days, it's likely that we might hold it as support again, and we could potentially find some opportunity, long opportunities there. But yeah, stay cautious on this one. This one, we detected this kind of symmetrical triangle, and yeah, basically we haven't met the target yet. I think it's the width here from the breakout. Yeah, this is why I think that we could come down, you know, $18 or even $16 in the next coming days. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. 600 likes. Awesome community. Thanks. Thank you very much, guys. Make sure to check out all the links, all our social links in the description to follow, you know, the latest news and the latest technical analysis in crypto. We got also Discord. We got the Telegram. We got Telegram alerts channel. Make sure to join, guys. Thank you for the insane support, and I will see you in the next one.